Good morning, everybody, and happy Monday. Hello to Facebook Live, to
Hi, Facebook
YouTube,
Live.
and to Twitch. And of course, hello to all the monsters who are with us on air. Hi, guys.
What's up? What's up? I got. Let me just flip my cap just to make it official. There you go.
Can
To
I
make
can I just say I am feeling this cozy vibe right now. I feel like a
yeah.
trying hard Ariana Grande.
But
Wow.
with you feeling this cozy vibe, we need somebody to bring in the cozy music. Why not
Mm.
a guy who's been through the rock scene as far as being with the band, getting screamed at by all these women, girls of all ages. I could include my little cousin who's now a full grown adult. Same thing, still screaming about him. Ladies and gentlemen, he's a great father as well. He also heads a successful record label, one and only in the show, Kean Cipriano.
Hi, Kian.
As you can see, he's about to
Oh
pop
my
up.
gosh. Where'd he go?
There you go. Thank you, Kian. We will forever miss you. He's gonna go back
Oh,
in. Natakot tuloy. Sa
okay.
introduction pa lang natin, he got
I
nervous
know. I
already.
know.
But
You
yeah, we're
you
done.
made the intro so intense that he was just like, "No, bro, your
That's
little cousin. No, I don't want to talk about that." But yes, guys, we've got Kian. If you didn't already know, so if you have any questions for him or any messages, you can hit us up at RX931 over on Twitter with the hashtag Kean Cipriano goes all out. Or if you're watching us via Facebook Live or YouTube or Twitch, hello. Don't forget you can leave comments and questions in the chat box as well. We're really excited because we're going to catch up with him, find out how he's doing. Here we
okay.
go. Hi,
Here we go.
Kian. There we
Oh,
go.
What's up, man?
hey.
How are
Okay yan.
you? OC Records representing, nice cap, like the trucker
Hello?
cap. So yeah, can you
Yeah, can you
see?
hear us?
Yup. I hear you guys.
All right.
Alam mo,
Yay.
Parang
Okay, so we've got Kian.
nagbabalik lang.
Carla, yung
Yeah.
pagkayap niya parang iyap. Hold on, let me just check my connection.
Yup. Ayun. Okay na. Hindi, kasi kanina lumalabas yung tunog niyo sa laptop. So, ang hina.
Ah,
So, ngayon, I hear you guys
Ah,
loud and
uh,
clear.
he could pull.
yay.
Hello. Thanks for having
Hi,
me.
Kian. Oh, thanks for joining us. Before anything else, how are you? How have you been these past couple of months? 2 months left, dude. This is the second to the last month before 2020 ends. So it's been a crazy year.
Yup.
How have you and your family been this entire time?
We've been crazy, actually.
Uh,
um, well, I mean, honestly, di ba, this whole thing that's happening now, ano eh, ang weird eh, 'di ba? Parang there are
Mhm.
days when you're alright, you're like killing it, alam mo 'yun, surviving everything, 'di ba? Pero at one point, magugulat ka, nakatulala ka, what the is happening, 'di ba? Parang gano'n eh.
Yeah.
So, um, siguro nandun ako sa okay ako at the same time, hindi masyado. Alam mo 'yun, balanse siya nung good and bad nights. So,
Yeah.
makes me feel alive.
parang ano
So
dun eh.
so okay
With the, with
naman. I mean, the family were yeah.
with the balance, okay yan kasi
Ano
kapag
bro, sorry nawala
nag yung the balance
ako
on that
sa'kin.
end, you might overshoot the positivity, and when the negativity comes in, you're gonna have a hard time recovering. And when it's a negative, it's a full balanced thing, which is cool, man. So with the family, as you were saying,
Well, the family, yun yung parang paradise for me because I get to like see them, be with them every day. Alam mo yun? So, ano rin, yun din, balance rin ng parang okay kami now, later we might parang kaka-friction kami ng daughter ko kasi magkaiba yung gusto namin panoorin. Alam mo yun? So, yun yung yun yung
Oh,
masayang ano sa'kin, parang that's it, 'di ba?
but Kian, you said earlier that you have your good days, you have your bad days. Some days
Mhm.
it's really not okay. Thank you, first of
Yep.
all, for sharing that because it's really nice to also be able to hear people, established people, artists, people that others look up to, be so open in saying that and being honest and saying, yeah, there are days when I don't have my S together, when I
Oh,
just want to
yeah,
cry all day or
yeah.
I'm struggling as well. But on those days where you feel really down, or you feel uninspired or helpless, which a lot of people feel, anxiety, panic attacks.
Mhm.
How do
Mhm.
you recover from that? Like, how do you deal with that when you have those bad days?
I don't know, I just deal with it honestly. Or parang inom ng tubig siguro gano'n.
Mm.
Pero ano, eh, pero basically talagang just keep going, 'di ba?
Yeah.
Parang hindi yeah.
I mean, so it's more of like you don't yung parang okay, I'm not gonna prepare on dealing with this. I'll just handle it, then look back and be like, oh, okay, I handled it. That kind of flow.
Yeah, oh, yeah, it happened.
Uh,
It
Yun, di
was
ba?
yesterday.
Oy, I just went to the
Today's the
store.
day.
My goodness. Oh my, you know. And of course, it pays to drink a lot of water, which is good. Now, being an owner, I mean, being the main guy of OC, how does it go now? Because you being an
Yeah.
artist, okay, we get it, you handle it. Then being
Yeah.
part of the band, being part of the dad. Now, this time OC, you have all these artists that's with you. How do you handle that? How do you tell them? Do they ever break down to you? Do they call Kian? Kailangan ko pambili ng ganun. Pwede bang balik mo?
You know,
Ganun.
when you handle artists, kumbaga you have to be ready that you have to deal with not just their art, but with their own topak, 'di ba?
Yeah.
So parang it sometimes ano nga eh parang ang weird nung feeling for me because parang I've been trying to like make things work for these artists,
Mhm.
'di ba? Plus minsan parang wait lang, okay. So wait, paano nga ba yung release ko? Anong gagawin ko sa kanya? Kumbaga may get to be honest, ganun yung pakiramdam niya eh. 'Di ba?
Mhm.
Dahil artist ka din, 'di ba?
Hmm.
Pero ang okay
Yeah.
naman dun, you get to deal with it in such a way na parang kung ako ay 22-year-old artist at kung paano ko gustong advise'an ako or sabihin sa'kin ng diretso yung nangyayari, yun yung gusto kong maging sa kanila. Alam mo yun? 'Cause I appreciate that. I appreciate, people
Mm.
telling me na parang alam mo yun, yung may, "Uy, ano 'to, parang magkasama sila dun sa journey nung art," 'di ba?
Mhm.
So, at dun may kasamang trust. So, ano
Yeah.
siya, eh, basically relationship siya, 'di ba?
Mhm.
Um, may kumbaga there's something, uh, beyond music, but you don't wanna get too, like, personal, 'di
Oo.
ba? Pero, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
So it's ang galing, managing
Yeah. Pero
expectations. Galing.
yeah, and Kian, before we get into the whole mentorship and how you decided to start, this label and be with these artists, was there a big change in terms of the label and handling the artists with the pandemic? Because it's one thing
Yeah.
to be in charge and to mentor all of these young acts, to bring them and be with them in the studio and their gigs and all of that. To you can't exactly do face to face
Mhm.
interaction anymore now, right? Everything is
Yeah.
socially distanced, everything is digital. So, that aspect, how big of a change was it for you and for your artists? Because this is an unprecedented time. People didn't know this was going to
Yeah.
happen. So, I'm sure you guys had
Mhm.
gigs and recordings lined up. So, if you could just walk
Yeah.
us through what was this entire experience like at the start, and where are you guys at now?
Ibang-iba yung experience ngayon. I mean, nung nagkaroon ng pandemic, 'di ba, parang pre-pandemic, ang saya kasi buhay yung scene, 'di ba? Ang daming banda, ang daming, hip-hop artists, ang daming, solo acts. Kumbaga parang
Yeah.
everyone's just like gigging and creating music and, just doing their thing. Tapos nung nagkaroon ng pandemic, um, lahat parang nagulo lahat, eh, 'di ba? Parang iba-iba yung kumbaga ibang tao na lahat ng tao ngayon compared before pre-pandemic, 'di ba? Like
Yeah.
totally ibang tao na ako, hindi na ako yun, 'di ba? Hindi na ako yun and parang kami naman sa OC, nagta-try kami mag-adapt siyempre, 'di ba? Pero, um, lagi ko sinasabi sa mga artists na, tuloy lang tayo gumawa ng music. Kasi at least 'di ba parang yun yung I think ang superpowers namin. Meron kaming music na puwedeng i-send sa tao or sa mundo or kung saan man, sa universe, 'di ba? So tuloy-tuloy
Yeah.
lang I advise them na if you can like, parang afford to, uh, like acquire a home studio para anytime meron kang puwedeng gawin at kasi ngayon as much as gusto mong mag-record sa mga recording studios, may fear pa rin to be honest, 'di ba? Ako. So
And what's cool about it,
Yeah.
Kian, that this is a big. Well, it's a long. Let's just look at it as a long writing camp for everybody to
yeah.
write music if they want to
Oo.
write.
Yeah.
Pero
Diba?
ano bro, hindi lahat ng artists or tao ay pare-pareho ng, pinagdadaanan. Kasi may iba talaga rin na
Yeah.
na-hit sila ng pandemic so bad they can't even write, 'di ba? Meron akong nakausap na artist na parang wala iba, but I mean meron namang iba na fueled up kasi nga parang it's a different kumbaga ibang tao na talaga, ibang atmosphere, ibang landscape na yung music with, eh. 'Di ba? Even with like
Mhm.
live performances, nagugulat ako at natutuwa ako sa nakikita ko naman na parang, uy, production level ano, tumataas kasi nga kumbaga parang dahil walang audience siguro babawiin mo siya sa production value. I mean that's just how I see it. But, um, wala ang galing lang kasi ngayon meron ng parang way
Mhm.
para mag-record, remotely. So
Mm.
so nangyayari naman na like I produced a track for, Earl Genero and Papel.
Mhm.
The title of the song is Magkano Kaluluwa. Ayun,
Uh,
ni-record namin yun sa kanya-kanya naming bahay. Papasahan lang kami ng file. So yun yung naging ano niya, kahapon lumabas yung song. So ayun. Iba rin, ibang learning din, 'di ba? Kasi
so
ikaw na rin yung engineer, eh.
true.
Yeah.
Have you
You
grown so
become
much?
like it becomes a one man job, eh.
Yeah.
'Di ba?
Yeah,
I mean, have you learned
everything,
so
'di ba?
much
Hindi
as a label person ngayon? Engineer ka na rin ba ngayon? Are you the sound guy doing
lahat
all the
pare,
work?
lahat. Lahat. Especially 'pag si China meron silang online taping for Idol sa Kusina. Parang lahat, lahat talaga from audio to lights to like dumping the files sa isang hard drive, ganyan. Alam mo 'yun? Ang galing din, dami rin natututunan. Tsaka yun nga, sabi ko enjoy ako kasi dito, eh. Enjoy ako na mag-setup ng like set or alam
Mhm.
mo 'yun, mag-ayos ng audio. So, yun.
Nice, nice, nice. So we're hanging out with Kian. Here on air, we're gonna pause for a bit, but online we're gonna continue to talk to Kian. So if you want to check out our conversation, we'll be bouncing back with him because we're excited to hear his song, his journey with Kala Lili. How has it been? We'll talk about that as well as some of your fan questions. So for those tuning in, please send us and do send us your questions at RX931. Karla, leave you and Kian at it.
Okay. Kian, let's talk really quickly
Yay.
about what you were saying earlier about mentoring these young artists, right? When
Mhm,
you
mhm.
mentor, when you guide, when you're with somebody and you want them to become the best version of themselves, that also comes from a place of security on your part. And you know how you were talking about it earlier. There are days when you really don't feel good or days when you don't feel it.
Mhm.
I mean, how do you find inspiration or how do you keep the inspiration to be able to do these things? Because especially for creatives, not just musicians or
Yeah.
singers, painters, everybody in the creative
Mhm.
side of things, there are going to be days where there's really no inspiration. So how do you
Correct.
do it? How do you look for the inspiration? How do you find it? I mean, how does that process go for you?
Well, I think I love what I do. I mean, I love it to the bones. It's what I think I do,
Mm-hmm.
great in my life, 'di ba? So, parang yung
Yeah.
inspiration sa akin dahil nga gusto ko yung ginagawa ko, alam kong darating siya, eh. So, lagi ko siyang inaabangan, parang gano'n. May
Mm-hmm.
naintindihan ko rin sa ilang years ko rin dito sa
Mm.
sa business na 'to na parang, yun nga, hits and misses siya, eh. So, meron kang
Yeah.
dadaanan na phase na sobra kang hindi motivated or wala ka talagang creative energy or anything na lumalabas sa'yo. Um, pero minsan yung time na walang
Yeah.
lumalabas sa'yo, ang daming pumapasok sa'yo kasi dahil nga hindi ka makapag-create, kinig ka ng kinig, at least for me, 'di ba? Tas may times naman na baliktad, 'di ba? So, parang
Yeah.
di ako makakinig kasi like I'm so, parang into the project, parang gano'n. So yun siya parang siguro it's more of like acceptance talaga na minsan inspired ka, minsan hindi. Pero dahil nga okey ka at naka-ready ka, 'pag dumating yun sasaluhin mo siya
Mhm.
kaagad, parang gano'n. So, yun, this is what I wanna do for the rest of my
That's
life,
so
like
interesting.
make music.
That's such a great way of looking at it, Kian, and a great way of processing it. I think that's so interesting. The whole being able to absorb whatever comes your way and being able to put out the things that you feel like you can, regardless of where you're at. I think that's also great because it's a way of you taking advantage of the situation and adapting, like what you said
Yeah,
earlier, right? But I mean, when your artists ask you, like Kian, I want to create something, but I really just can't. Or how do you mentor them in that way? Because this is your first time as well experiencing this, right? Like we
yeah,
said earlier, this is something nobody expected. And then you have all these young artists looking to you for guidance. And you yourself are still trying to maneuver through this whole thing,
right.
right? So what do you tell them when they ask you, like, how should I handle this? How should I create music? How do I write songs?
Well, kasi kami ano, parang, yun nga yung lagi ko rin sinasabi sa kanila na, laging yung artist yung compass, 'di ba? Laging yung
Uh-huh.
artist yung kumbaga kami, as a recording company, as a talent management, 'di ba, parang, of course gusto namin maayos everything yung lapat nung career nung artist, 'di ba? Pero,
Yeah.
to be honest, it's really the artist na magle-lead, eh. Siya yung susundan nung team, 'di ba? Kung may support
Mm.
team siya na ito, kasama siya nun. Kung nasa stage siya ng, uninspired ako, I don't wanna create anything, 'di ba? Kahit anong encouragement na sabihin mo na, "No, you should create," or blah, blah, blah. Kung wala talaga siya sa
Mm.
zone na yun, wala tayong magagawa, 'di ba? So talagang ano, talagang kung ano yung gusto dun siya magsisimula, eh. Ano ba talaga yung gusto mong gawin, 'di ba? Gusto mo ba talaga ng career? Because if you want like a career in this
Yeah.
business, I mean, you really have to go ano, all out, all in, 'di ba? Parang, ah, yun siya, eh. Pero kung like may
Yeah.
konting, parang parang medyo alam mo yun, medyo hindi ka like sure ba kung ano ba, gagawin ko ba talaga 'to or hindi ba ganito? I think dun magkakaroon ng, problema, 'di ba? So kami parang I'm just happy I have a good team. I mean, I have a team na sa OC Records na
Mm.
sobrang concerned sa mga artists, sa lahat na nangyayari. So, alam mo yun, parang, um, minsan naman
That's
talaga ano lang,
fantastic.
minsan lang naman talaga, ang kailangan mo as an artist, ay yung kahit papaano mangungumusta, eh. 'Di ba minsan di mo naman kailangan talaga ng encouragement, or ng
Mm.
'pag 'di ba, "Ay, just do this, blah, blah, blah." 'Di ba? I mean, minsan may mangumusta lang sa'yo or may maniwala lang sa'yo na isa na kaya mong gawin yung isang bagay, okey ka na dun whether nanay mo yan or tatay mo or kaibigan mo, manager mo, kung sino man. Basta dahil may naniwala sa'yo, naniwala ka dun, I think magagawa mo siya, eh, 'di ba? Parang walang walang way para hindi mo siya gawin, eh. So, yun, if I'm making any sense.
That's true. Oh my gosh, Rico, are you learning so much?
Yeah, I mean, grabe. It's Kean the life coach. That's what we're seeing now. Pero,
Okay, everybody, hands up, hands up.
is this speaking? I mean, is this all learning from your experience with Karla Lily? Now, tell us about Karla Lily. How did you guys start? Let's take that journey of you beginning with the band. Paano nagsimula ang Karla Lily nun?
Nagsimula lang siya dun sa fantasy namin na gusto namin makilala si Rico Robles. Yes,
Love.
gusto namin
Wow.
makatungtong sa radyo, tapos makamayan lang natin si the Rico Robles. Okey na tayo dun. And 15 years, eto na kami. At yun lang, dun lang siya nagsimula.
I never felt so young, Carla.
The best answer.
Tas sabi ko, tas na ano,
Taking
sabi ko, "Uy,
notes.
grabe, sagad na yung pangarap. Sagad na yung pangarap, nakaka-boxing pa siya. Uy,
Oo.
nagkikita na kami sa gym. Uy,
Tapos
okey."
mga Christmas
Kumbaga
party.
yun lang talaga. Si
Di
Rico
ba?
yung compass ng lahat.
Oh, yeah.
Mga Christmas party.
That
Oo,
was too hilarious.
direct Gwen, no?
Diba? So,
Mm.
so, so now, Kian, it's another milestone for you.
Hindi,
You're
well,
being, you're being
seriously,
for
seriously. Yeah.
Carla.
Oy.
Diba? Carla,
Oh, 'di
kasama
ba't ano, nagsimula lang yung banda 2000 ano?
2000, when did you guys start?
2005.
Mhm.
Straight out of high school. Tapos,
Wow.
2005, parang, we didn't know what we wanted to do sa buhay namin. Parang basta we had that gig, um, in Mayrix. Parang, "Uy, may gig sa Mayrix, na-invite tayo ng isang production." Tapos punta kami dun, um, nag-gather lang kami ng like si Lem, si Aaron, si Alden kasama na namin that time. Tugtog kami. Wala lang, gusto lang talaga namin like ma-experience siguro na tumugtog. So, nauna yung gig bago yung banda actually. So, nagsimula kami, first gig namin ever, metal night. Tas kami lang yung, alternative rock na tugtugan na parang, pop naman tayo dito, alam mo yung gano'n.
So, lahat
So,
bumabatak ng Metallica, Guns N' Roses,
hindi
mga
bro, not
metal.
that kind. Parang
Scream mo
ano
talaga.
talaga, oo, talagang gano'n. So, parang
Ah.
kami, okey. Tas, "If only you can hear me." Yun, hello.
This pogi guy with a
Oo, eh.
pop sensibility track na parang considered to be in that genre, if
Yeah,
you're from metal, parang pogi rock, di ba?
oo.
Hey,
So pogi rock 'no, I mean, yeah, I feel
how
old.
was the reaction? How was the reaction to that? How was the crowd? How did the
Well,
crowd?
na-weirduhan yung mga tao.
Mhm.
For sure. Though may dalawang nagpa-picture sa'min sa labas, ta's parang, "Uy, may nagpa-picture sa'tin, we made it." Alam mo yun? Ah, ta's parang yun na, parang nung after na yun, parang I think may nag-picture din na yun na sa'min. I think parang sign siguro siya that time na parang, okey, may appreciate sa'tin dalawang tao. So, wow, tara gawin natin ulit, parang gano'n. So, hanggang
Mhm.
sa tuloy-tuloy nating ginawa, we got signed sa record label and then release kami ng album. Ta's yun nga, kumbaga nagkaroon ng momentum yung banda. But nung time na yun na may momentum yung banda, yun nga yung era na people were just parang we felt like, "Are they even taking us seriously?" 'Di ba? Kasi we were like
Mm.
a bunch of like straight out of high school kids just wanting to be professional musicians and just people who just like young people who just wanna call themselves good at something, 'di ba? So, parang yung time na yun tinatawag kami pogi rock. Ta's
Mhm.
parang,
Pogi
pogi rock
rock.
pala parang parang nagkaroon ng era na gano'n na, okay, you sing love songs or I don't know how they see it, ano. Basta ang weird nung feeling na yun. But, nung na-gets namin sa isa't isa na, okay, this is what we wanna do, 'di ba? Don't mind the haters, 'di ba? Parang gano'n. So, tuloy-tuloy lang and yun nga 15 years nandito pa rin kami and still trying to be, I mean, the best musicians we wanna be. Um, I think okay naman yung run namin.
And with a 15-year run, Kian, bands do run into things. It's not all rainbows and
Oh, yeah.
butterflies.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, how were you guys able to soldier on together as a band? And what are the things that you've come to run into that para bang, okay, how do we solve this?
We had to start over again, like, from scratch. 2017, I think. Well, we had to start from scratch. When we decided to do things on our own, the first few months, rayo talaga. But thanks to RX, kasi alam ko sa RX kami, parang una nakatugtog nung time na yun,
Mhm.
when we went full independent, 'di ba? Kasi, our social media accounts were taken away from us. Our Facebook,
Oh,
our
okay.
Twitter account, our Instagram account.
Wow.
So we had to start from zero. We had to like come up with a new Facebook, Instagram, Twitter handle. And then yung banda nun parang wait lang, what's happening? 'Di ba? Parang nasaan yung bookings? Nasaan yung ganito? So weird and we had to parang power through dun sa situation na yun as a band.
Mhm.
Like I have to commend Lem and Aaron for like really um kumbaga nag-come together talaga yung banda to like, okay, nag-huddle up kami, anong plano natin, anong gagawin natin. And then yun, doon na nagsimula. Doon kami parang kasi before that, we've had our like ups and downs. Sabi ko nga yung momentum nung simula, and then parang 3, 4, 5 years after, parang nagpa-plateau yung ano nangyayari. And then okay, nagkaroon ulit ng parang hit songs, ganyan. And then umano na naman, and then gumano na naman. And then, kumbaga, I think yun yung ano, yun yung visual parang graph nung ano nung career ng banda. Parang may isa siyang gano'n, tas
Yeah.
nandito, tas whoop, tas gumano. Kumbaga parang nandiyan lang siya palagi. So, ang daming ano, ang dami rin nangyari. Sobrang dami nangyari, ang daming drama, ang daming issues, ang daming whatever you can
You know,
think of as a band.
yeah, but sorry, Kian, I just want to ask, kasi syempre, first of all, having the handles and the accounts taken away from you guys, that must have been nga a really big blow.
Yeah.
Because that's really scary. How do you get it out there to the
Oh,
fans,
yeah.
diba? How do you update them? How do you share anything with them band-wise? I mean,
Yeah.
was there any point, because you're commending
It
your
was her
bandmates,
way
but
of living.
yeah, exactly. That's why I want to know, like, did there ever come a point? Because obviously you guys soldiered on, right? But it also still took time. Was
Yes.
there any point between that
Yeah.
and when you finally parang were able to go off on your own, like as a band, na you gave up or you felt like giving up? Kasi sabi mo, ang daming drama, ang daming problems. I mean, for other
Yeah.
bands, for other artists, some of them will be like, oh my God, baka this is a sign, baka tama na, baka this isn't my moment anymore. I mean, were there any points where you guys as a band were literally seriously thinking about just maybe ending it na, like giving up?
I think we had like siguro a couple of moments na or
Uh-huh.
events na nag-usap yung banda talagang masinsinan. Sa entire 15 years, I think meron like 3, 4 times na nag-usap yung banda na, ano ba gagawin natin? 'Di ba? Ano ba? Is it a go or a no? Parang kumbaga may mga decision kasi yun nga, we had to deal with isang member na umalis, na first time namin experience yung heartbreak na yun na, oh my gosh, may aalis na membro sa banda, and it's so lasing kami lahat. Alam mo yun? Kumbaga after nung nangyari na yun, kasi nga we were so like down, but parang we decided na hindi, let's keep going. Si Kian na lang yung maggigitara para para mas tumaas yung TF natin kasi kumonti tayo. Di ba? Parang, okay, sige.
Positive way of looking at it when somebody leaves the band. Okay.
Uy, wait. Okay. Okay. 5 more?
Yan, di ba, I mean, through the years of Kala Lily, may revolving roster. Someone would
Yeah,
leave,
yeah.
someone would stay, or you would add another. Pero paano yun when someone leaves? How does it feel? You guys have a sit-down meeting, and then
Yeah.
what? A breakup?
You drink? Like what happened?
Are you
Definitely.
friends or hindi na? Parang, ay, banda ka.
Depende sa sitwasyon. Merong ilang miyembro na parang talagang, oh, okay, friendship over. We're done.
Oh, wow.
We're done. 'Di ba? Meron namang I mean, iba-iba kasing tao, yun nga yun eh. Pag meron kang banda, you have to deal with these 4, 5 other, not just musicians, pero human beings na alam mong, imagine having 5 girlfriends or 5 boyfriends. Or,
Mhm.
'di ba? Parang kasi kasama mo sila talaga eh, 'di ba? And iba-iba ng ugali yan, iba-iba ng upbringing, iba-iba ng flavor, iba-iba ng taste. So, iba-iba rin yung like relationship mo sa kanila, 'di ba? Parang gano'n. So,
Yeah.
it's weird every time na parang kasi may times naman na may papasok pero sandali lang.
Mhm.
Parang tina-try niyo pa lang na, okay, let's do this. Tapos biglang, diyan. So, kami nila Lem din, nila Aaron, talagang, kumbaga iningatan din namin yung core namin, yung original Kala Lily members, 'di ba? Kasi yun, solid yung tatlo na yun, 'di ba?
You know, for those that are tuning in, we're talking to Kean Cipriano. He's been talking to us about, of course,
Yeah.
the journey with Kala Lily, the band, the battles that they have gone through. They soldier on with it. incomes, well, just a quick question, may kalalili pa ba? Kasi may solo project ka na. That's the one that we are hearing in the background. Is this just a solo project
Yeah.
and still together?
What's playing in the
All
background?
right, now is Kian, your track "Make Me Fly."
Oh, Make Me Fly. No, that's a solo project. So yun yung thing, I'm doing my solo project and Cala Lily, ay sorry, and Cala Lily simultaneously. So, ayun na, the band is there. The band is still alive and kicking and recording. Ako naman tuloy-tuloy lang din ako dun sa solo project. Kasi ano rin siya sa akin eh. Magandang outlet din siya sa akin para because not everything you write or lahat ng concepts mo eh I mean, I think it's going to be crazy kung lahat ng trip mo kaya mong ilagay sa isang basket, 'di ba? So,
Yeah.
itong solo project, pang ano ko siya, parang talagang kumbaga therapeutic siya sa'kin 'cause I mean, it's just me. In kumbaga no
Mm.
compromise yung ano ko, yung creative, process ko dito kasi I'm not saying na hindi like na-compromise ako dun sa band ako nag-relate. It's just that dun sa 15 years niya na tinakbo, the band able to create this, yun nga, thankful kami na may distinct identity yung banda or like sound if that's how you're gonna call it. Pero eto kasi iba lang eh, ibang ano, ibang vibe ko siya, 'di ba? So I can like experiment more dito sa project ko na solo.
You know,
But
you're
that's really good news, Kian, especially for Calla Lily fans and for fans of you. It's that they can expect great music, from both sides, which I think is
Oh,
really good
thanks.
news, especially this
Thanks.
2020. It's something to be excited about. Now, we were talking about OC a while ago. Now we venture off into this new venture of yours,
Mhm.
right? I mean, Kian, other people, they only dream of being artists and artists all their lives. Like that's what they want to do, that's where they're going to
Yeah.
stay, that's where they're at. You took it a step further. You're in a band, you've got your solo career, and then you're also mentoring and managing these other talents. I mean, was that just a natural progression for you, or was it something that somebody suggested and you were like, hey, I could be on board with that? Sign me up. I'd love to be a part of it. Or was it something that you naturally wanted to do in the course of your career?
Well, more like, "Oh, I have 2 kids. I have to hustle." Hindi, joke lang. Well, of course, there's
Love it.
parang truth dun, 'di ba? Pero, ano kasi siya, nangyari kasi siya parang, hindi ko rin naman inexpect, 'no? Kasi nga parang when I started, yun nga, when we, decided to do things on our own, si Kala Lily, 'no? Yun din yung time na yung father-in-law ko, yung late father-in-law ko told me, "Bakit hindi ka mag-manage ng artists?" Ta's parang ako,
Mm.
I don't know. I can't even manage myself, 'di ba? Parang I can't even like wake up on time. So, paano ko magagawa yun, 'di ba? Parang gano'n. Ta's parang sabi niya, "Think about it." And then a week after that, na-meet ko yung Four of Spades.
Mhm.
Mm.
Ta's parang bumabalik ako sa father-in-law ko saying, "Paano ba yung mag-manage ng artist?" Kasi nga ako na nakita ko, "Oh my gosh, I mean, these kids, they're gonna blow." 'Di
Mhm.
Yup.
ba? 'Di ba? So, yun yung time na yun. Tapos, sabi ko lang, "Sige, tulong muna. Tignan natin kung ano yung maging like progress niya." And parang nafi-feel ko na, wait, this is what my father-in-law talaga was telling me about,
Mhm.
na ba't di ka mag ba't di mo siya gawin as like a career? Ta's parang, okey. So tinignan ko mabuti hanggang sa nung nakita ko yung progress nung banda kung saan umabot yung career nila while I was there.
Mhm.
Sabi ko,
Mm.
okey, I get it, 'di ba? I get it. Parang and ano siya, iba naman siyang realm, 'di ba?
Yeah.
So ano rin, kumbaga hindi siya sinasadya, pero kumbaga I don't know kung parang ano ba yung sinabi ng father-in-law ko sa'kin, bakit saktong-sakto lang yung oras. So I think nag-align din and yung nakilala ko yung banda. And then after that, um, when I left the band and Unique, asked me to manage him as a solo artist, ano na, dun ko na talaga ginawang, okay, let's do this professionally. Because when I did it with the spades, wala, hindi siya, ano eh, hindi siya, baga wala kaming kontrata, walang anything.
Mhm.
Mm.
So,
It's all verbal.
so, oo, oy, oy, okay, game. Di ba parang ganon. But, wala ka talagang anything. Hindi siya like official, di ba? So when I started the record label naman, parang yun nga when I was parang talking to Unique that time, na-figure out ko na parang if you're gonna release an album, saan natin ilalabas? 'Di ba? Saan natin lalagay
Yeah.
na label? So nag-iisip kami kasi nga yung artists ko noon si Unique, si Rice Lucido, si Earl Generao, tsaka si Frizzle Ann. So sila parang nung time na yun meron silang hindi namin alam eh kung saan ba talaga parang may resistance ng konti. Tas sakto naman nung time din na yun, I got an email from the Del Rosarios
Mm.
um, wanting to meet up with us, with me and Sheena. So para kami, okay. Okay, let's see. 'Di ba? Tas nung
Mhm.
nag-usap kami doon, parang kumain lang kami basically, tas masaya lang kami and then nag-decide kami na gawa kaya tayo ng record label. Parang, okay, paano natin 'to gagawin, 'di ba?
Mhm.
So, after a series of, meetings, sobrang daming meetings, nangyari yung OC Records. 'Di
Mhm.
ba talagang naging official na merong, bagong recording label na sa amin.
Mm.
And nung time din na yun sobra kaming kumbaga fueled na fueled kami talaga to like to learn, 'di ba? Kasi may maraming bagay ako na hindi natutunan when I was younger.
Mhm.
And nung tumanda ako dun ko siya natututunan at kung natutunan ko siya, na-gets ko siya na parang etong lahat ng bagay na 'to na natututunan ko ngayon, yung technical side of the music business,
Mhm.
nasa harapan ko pala siya the whole time. Pero hindi ko nage-gets na yun pala yun, 'di ba? So, parang dahil may experience dun sa mga pinagdaanan ko with yung nitty-gritty side niya, mas
Yeah.
mabilis ko siya na-apply, parang na-copy paste ko siya, parang gano'n. So
Galing, galing.
so yun yung nangyari and now we're happy that, marami kaming songs na nare-release, marami kaming, materials na napo-produce, ano rin, eh, I don't wanna sound cheesy pero I feel great na meron akong nako-contribute sa music industry,
Mhm.
'di ba, somehow.
Mm.
'Di ba, hindi
Yeah.
ano yun, may at least meron kumbaga the music will live on I
Mhm.
mean, eternally, 'di ba?
I mean,
Yeah.
with OC Records, of course, it stands for Orange County, right? OC. It's not like the name of your kids and or anything.
Well, yung OC open talaga siya to interpretation. So, ano siya,
Okay.
open concept siya, open canvas, or I don't know, whatever OC na puwede mong isipin, yun yung gusto namin, yung intention namin sa kanya. But to be honest, nagsimula lang naman talaga siya as Ortaleza Cipriano.
Oh,
Habang
Oh, that's so
habang
cute.
galing,
habang
galing.
habang naliligo kami ni China,
Mm.
ah, dinetalye 'no, kinuha niya yung
Ah,
sabon.
naliligo. With
Hindi,
tabo.
parang naisip na kasi we were thinking of, label names that time.
Yeah.
Um, dami namin mga naiisip na parang, okey ba yun? Parang hindi, parang, medyo hindi minsan parang nag-iisip ng pangalan pero nagko-cross genre na siya, parang gano'n yung feeling na, parang hindi siya tunog nung gusto nating i-project, parang gano'n. Um, so sabi ni Chino, "Ba't di na natin pasimplehin, di na lang OC?"
Mm.
Uy, oo nga 'no, ta's ayun na, ginawa na yung logo, ta's nakita na namin siya, ta's pero yun nga, ang goal talaga namin is parang open siya to interpretation, 'di ba? Kasi what we're really trying to, build is a community.
Mhm.
Mm.
Parang community ng mga like like-minded people na alam mo yun, gusto lang mag-create, 'di ba?
Mm.
Or gusto lang lagyan palagi yung like say, open canvas ng something palagi.
Okay, so
So,
Kian, in behalf of everybody here in Ortiga Center, we'd like to thank you for supporting the area and representing Ortiga Center.
Oh, yeah.
Lol.
Yeah.
Lol.
Meant to be. Meant to
Yeah.
be. Ako
Hindi ako
pala yung bago niyong,
endorser dito. Mayor, mayor. Mayor.
ako mag-aayos ng mga ano niyo, permit diyan.
Well, okay.
Go ahead, Carla.
No, because now since we're talking about China, I mean, I feel like at this part of the interview, we just gotta get people a little bit killing, you know? Kian, it's one thing to be a rock star. It's another to be a poggy rock star, right? So you've had, your fair share of good-looking women,
Mhm.
fantastic women. I
Famous
mean,
Zion women.
I even your fans know your love life. They love you. They wish they were that woman or whatever. But your relationship with China, I mean, how did this even start? Was it like a friendship that just blossomed? Was she like your secret crush? I mean, super, super summarize it lang for everybody because it's one thing to date someone, it's another to marry them and have children.
Yeah.
That's like a full blown new chapter in anyone's life. So walk us through that. I want the Kilig vibes on this Monday. How did it
Lahat ng
start?
sinabi mo
How's it going, man?
lahat ng sinabi mo kanina na parang, did it start out as a friendship or parang long time crush mo ba siya, ganyan, lahat yun. Kasi si China siyempre bata pa lang ako, artista na siya ta's napapanood ko na siya sa TV. And nung parang 4th year high school ako nun, meron kaming ball. Tapos sabi sa akin nung pinsan ko, who happened to be China's stylist that time,
Mhm.
parang, "Gusto mo ba ng date na artista?" Sabi ko,
Mhm.
Oo naman, 'di ba
Oh.
Rico? 'Di ba pag ball ta's may kasama ka na celebrity, 'di ba parang, "Uy, hanep." 'Di ba may parang
Naman.
alam mo yun nung sinabi sa'kin ng pinsan ko na, "Gusto mo ba na meron kang ka-date na artista, alam mo yung na-imagine mo na, eh, 'di ba? Parang, "Ay, okey yan, Ta's biglang maya-maya nagsasabi sa'kin yung pinsan ko na hindi raw siya puwede, pero ano, binigyan ka niya ng picture na may autograph niya, ganyan. Ta's parang, hanep, lagay ko sa wallet ko na mahaba, Jibo, 'di ba? Gano'n. Ta's ta's
Sure
ta's
po.
pero hindi na nag-promote pa ng kung ano, eh, sorry, let's not paid
We all want that
let's not
wallet as
paid
fans.
Ay mahaba na,
Yeah,
nilagyan ng
that
picture,
was the in thing before. I
'di
remember my
ba?
older sisters when the guy would have a long gerbil wallet, they'd be like, oh my god,
Oo. Oo,
funny.
tsaka pipili ka nun 'di ba kung yung lalagyan ng picture niya ay yung mesh o ano, o yung talagang parang
Oh my
plastic,
god.
Oo, yung plastic na parang
'di ba?
laminate.
Oo, so dun ko nilagay yung picture ni China and then parang wala, okey na ta's ano na ako, nag-live on na ako sa buhay ko. And then, ah, parang kalalili na ako, may banda na ako, parang 2 years in the business pa lang kami. Nagkaroon ng event sa Boracay. Tapos
Mhm,
parang meron dun pinagsama-sama nila, mga celebrities, DJs, ta's mga band members.
mhm,
So, may game na parang Amazing Race-ish. So, ta's nandun
Okay.
kami naka-ATV kami dun sa parang gubat dun. Um, Kami ni China yung magka-partner. Ta's parang, "Uy, oo si China ka-partner ko." Gusto ko sabihin, "Uy, nasa wallet kita dati." 'Di ba? 'Di ba, yung picture mo kaso ano ganyan. Ta's parang nagda-drive na kami ta's nagkakuwentuhan na kami. I mean, ang una namin napagkuwentuhan nun parang, "Uy, nakita kita sa concert ng Incubus dati, kasama yung boyfriend mo." Parang gano'n. Ta's, um, talaga ganyan bla, 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 bla. Ta's dun na nagsimula. Ta's nagkuwentuhan lang kami but wala namang anything kasi may boyfriend siya, may girlfriend ako nun and wala talaga anything. Hanggang
mhm,
sa lumipas yung mga taon ulit but kumbaga na-meet ko na siya, 'di ba? Um, Fast forward to 2013, we did this show sa GMA. We did this parang one episode na show. Ta's may 2
Okay.
days kami na taping dun. So dun lang kami ta's ano lang kami, steady lang naman kami dun. Pero alam mo yung feeling ko na, wait, ito yung ano, crush ko nung high school, 'di ba?
mhm,
Kumbaga may medyo surreal yung pakiramdam nung time na yun. Eh, sakto nung nag-connect kami, like yung alam ko na yung utak namin kung meron siyang clamp na gano'n, gumanon, eh, alam mo yun? "Uy, kumonekta, parang gano'n. Tas, ano ba nangyari nun? Wala, after nun parang ilang ilang years din naman yung lumipas, naging magkaibigan lang talaga kami. We've been doing like music videos and, like other stuff. Tapos, hanggang sa merong akong friend na nagsabi sa'kin na, "Wait, paano kung makita mo si China na ano, na may boyfriend na o ganito." Ta's parang napaisip ako kasi nung time din na yun hindi rin ako sure pa sa sarili ko. Alam mo yun, parang, kumbaga wala akong commitment sa kahit na kanino ta's, you know, I hang out with whoever.
Living a
Diba?
rock star life.
Yeah.
Hindi di
Lol.
okey. So, masaya lang ako nung time na yun, 'di ba? Tapos sakto rin yung friend ko that time, yung girlfriend niya, nalaman nila na merong cancer. Ta's parang may feeling ako na, wait, nandito na yung alam kong gusto ko 'tong tao na 'to, alam kong solid kaming dalawa. Kasi to be honest, nung time na yun naglalandian din kami ni China, 'di ba? So, alam mo yun, nakita ko na yung, okey, siya yun, 'di ba?
Sandali, Kian, sandali. Paano
Oh,
kayo naglalandian ni China? Tell us.
matindi talaga. Naku po.
Ah,
China,
tuloy
China.
pa, tuloy pa. O sige. So,
Hindi,
flirty, messages, ganun ba?
oo. Tsaka ano talaga kami, rekta kami ni China. Kung
You're not
nasaan
nag-cut,
kami
Karla.
kung nasaan kami okey na ba?
Okay na. Akala ko pinost
Kaya
mo yung
oo, hindi kami ni China we're pretty affectionate, I think. Lalo na nung
Oh.
time na yun. Parang kahit hindi kami, magkasama kami pero magho-holding hands kami or basta gano'n kami nung ano, so masaya rin naman maglandian, 'di ba? Actually
Quote of the year.
yun yung masaya na stage, 'di ba? I
Ah,
mean, I'm not saying na hindi masaya 'tong stage na 'to because it's a different stage. I mean, having 2 kids, it's a different story. But nung time na yun na wala kaming ibang iniisip kundi alam mo yun, dahil bata pa kayo, eh. So,
Yep.
ano lang, kumbaga enjoy lang din kami nung time na yun ni China. So, yun.
Aw.
and how did you ask her out? Like, kumbaga, to be officially your girlfriend? Kasi alam ko yung lovey-dovey, flirty-flirty, holding hands. Pero nung time na parang, okay, time to step up, time to be the girlfriend. Did you have like a grand ceremony? Did you have a band playing?
Hindi naman gano'n. May ano, eh, 'no, may dance mob pa, eh, 'no? Hindi,
Oh,
parang ano, parang I think hindi, nasa simbahan kami nun, one fine Sunday afternoon, nagsisimba kami. Tapos, di ko alam ba't ko siya tinanong habang nagsisimba kami, parang siguro meron akong feeling of, "Uy, may basbas," ganyan. Ta's parang dun ko siya tinanong kung puwede ko ba siya maging girlfriend. So yun sabi niya, eh, "Wag mong tanong sa akin, tanong mo sa kanya." Ta's nakita ko si Papa Jesus. Ta's ayun na yun, sabi ko, okey, okey daw. Ta's yun na,
Aw.
parang
You're so funny. I'm sorry. I
naging
feel
kami
like you
na.
guys would be such a funny couple to hang out with kasi feel ko yung mga hirit nyo, you bully each other, you tease each other. But that's really nice because it did start, di ba? Na friends, and then may konting landian. I mean, and how serendipitous na she was your celebrity crush. That's so
Yeah.
cute, right? I mean,
Oo.
cut to 2 children. How
Yup.
has family life been this entire lockdown? Daddy Kean,
Crazy.
what skills or things have you had to learn or, do for your children to be entertained? Because
I had to
parents
do
all over
everything.
the world, diba?
I had to learn everything. I had to deal with everything. Everything. It's
Oh,
everything. 'Di ba? Ano, eh, to be honest, like, um, brutally honest sa inyo, it's super duper tiring to
yeah.
have 2 super kulit kids sa bahay mo na and kumbaga yung trabaho ko, eh, nasa zone ng parang we were talking about inspiration a while ago, Carla, 'di ba? Parang
Yeah.
parang, "Uy, saan yung zone? Okey, ito yung zone mo," ganyan, blah, blah. Pero of course, yun nga, hindi na yun yung, kumbaga, before, it used to be music and lahat nandito. Pero now, it's my family, my kids here before anything else.
Mhm.
So, ano siya, yeah, sabi ko nakakapagod, crazy ride siya. May times na pumipitik ka na rin sa sarili mo, may times na pumipitik ka na rin sa kanila, 'di ba? Pero wala gano'n, eh, 'di ba pamilya, eh, nakikita mo yung ugali nung bawat kasama mo sa pamilya
Mhm.
everyday, nagbabago rin 'yan. Ikaw rin nagbabago ka rin everyday. So,
Yeah.
ano siya, eh, actually masaya siya, nakakapagod siya pero sobrang saya niya. Sobrang saya magkaroon ng pamilya. It's kumbaga may feeling ako, personally may feeling ako na, uy, kahit anong mangyari sa'kin or, ah, kahit anong ibato ng buhay sa'kin, meron akong pamilya, eh, kasama ko sila, eh. Kumbaga I'm good, 'di ba? I'm in the best, uh, place ever sa buhay ko, 'di ba? Parang gano'n. So, I'd like to receive this, award for
I was gonna say that's
Diba?
such like an award speech. No, but that's so sweet, Kian, because you've come a long way. You're from an industry that is very crazy and it's so easy to get lost. And it's so nice to hear that you have found your center, you have your support system, your feet are on the ground. And it's just so nice to hear how you talk about your family. I mean, I wish we could have you for longer, but it's nice to get to know you in that sense. Now you've got a new song, Rico. I mean,
Tell
it's
us about it. Tell us about Make Me Fly.
Well, Make Me Fly is ano nga, is part of my solo project under OC Records. So I wrote this song 2 years ago and ngayon ko siya finally na-release.
Mhm.
Pre-pandemic naka-record na yung kanta. So buong time ng 'to from March hanggang ngayon, yun yung process ng mixing namin. Kumbaga talagang na-enjoy ko rin kaya sinasabi ko na na-enjoy ko yung process ko dito sa solo project na 'to kasi nga alam kong wala akong hinahabol na oras.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
na-enjoy ko yung crafting side na from yung maliliit na bagay sa mixing or, yung mga instrumento, ay hindi kailangan kumbaga na-enjoy ko talaga yun, yung pagluluto nung song. That's why I'm really proud of this song. Kanta ko siya para sa inyo lahat, sa mga tao na nagle-lift up sa'kin palagi. Yun naman yung mensahe ng kanta. At the same time, sinasabi rin niya na we can't really do it alone in this life, 'di ba?
Mm.
We can't. As much as we want to, we can't. So yun, parang hanapin mo na lang yung magandang positibong side na isang bagay. So, Let Make Me Fly Be Your Friend. It's out now, in all social media, in all digital platforms. Nasa social media yung mga updates namin like, may YouTube channel din ng OC Records PH, hanapin niyo lang dun. Yeah, and recently I produced a track for Mimiya. It's called Drink Your Water B.
Mia.
Yeah.
Oh my
Uh,
God!
uh,
How does the
uh,
song? How does the song go?
Drink your
Sinend ko
water,
sa'yo,
B.
meron
Oh,
sa'yo.
I want you to perform it like
Oh,
Mimi.
hindi ako. Si Mimi dapat na mag-perform. Hindi I produce a track for Mimiya, yun nga, it's called Drink Your Water B. Puwede niyo rin mapakinggan sa Spotify and, sa lahat ng YouTube nandiyan din siya. Yung music video niya is also out. So when Mimiya signed with OC Records, agad ito yung una niyang, pasabog kumbaga. So, ayun nakakatuwa lang din, ibang experience sa'kin na, mag-produce ng tunog na talagang malayo dun sa normal ko na ginagawa. Also may produce din ako na track for Earl Generao and Papel. Yun nga, we released the song yesterday. It's called Magkano Kaluluwa. Sana i-check out niyo rin sa lahat ng streaming platforms. At sana patugtugin sa RX ni Rico pati ni Karla,
That's
'di
for
ba?
In on the spot tayo.
Oo, hindi naman sa sinasabi ko na, "Uy."
Oh, ito, sige, we'll make a deal with you, okay? So, but you have to perform the Mimiya song right now, right?
Yeah.
Ngayon na?
Ngayon,
Yeah.
game.
Wait lang kunin ko lang yung
Sample.
costume ko. May costume
Sample.
pala, eh, 'no?
Sample.
Hindi,
Sample.
pakinggan niyo na lang muna, pakinggan niyo muna. 'Pag plinay dito sa pag plinay dito sa RX,
Mhm.
ano, sabay-sabay nating sayawin. Dapat
Mm.
kasama ko si Rico pati si Karla.
The one
Oh
question,
my God.
TikTok one, it tell me hurts. Ganun silang lahat. Is that that one? No.
Bro, I sent it to you.
Okay,
Just
sige.
Please
listen
play it.
to it later, Rico, and
No,
then
play
you
it
can
now.
send it to me.
Na ano yun, 'no, na-ambush. No, play it now,
But you know,
please.
Kian, you have come full circle, and we are witnessing, a lot of things from starting a band, high school, being, of course,
Yeah.
heartthrob, from the pogi rock status. You beat that odd of doing that. You challenged it. Then finding the love of your life, and now with two kids, your own record label. We wish you well, man.
Yeah.
Eh,
Thank you.
grabe.
Appreciate it.
You have a message to yourself? If you were to talk to Kian right now, ano masasabi mo sa kanya?
You gotta get some sleep, bro. Get some
Oh,
rest. Well, good job. Good job ka. Daming nangyari, and you just keep going. Good job, man.
Being a proud zombie dad. I was telling everybody earlier that
Oo.
China actually posted that you're such a zombie dad daw na halos hindi ka na natutulog. May photo kasi siya, Carla, he had his mouth open like this.
kawawa naman. Oh.
Ano yun, yung araw na pinanganak si Stellar, my firstborn. Yun
Oh,
yun.
but you know, Kian, you're such a hands-on dad, and I think that's fantastic because
Oh, thank
hands-on
you.
dads really don't get enough credit. I think it's because there are so few of them. So
Mm.
thank you for being a good example as well for other dads out there that you can
I
do it.
hope I
You can
hope I'm
have a
doing it
job,
right.
you can be a dad, you can be a rock star all at the same time. There's no excuse. Okay. I mean, thank you, Kian. Thank you for that. And thank you for joining us. We
Oh,
know you
thank you,
need
man.
sleep, but thank you. Thank you for hanging out with us this whole time. We wish you well. When all is safe, you will join us in the booth and we will hang
Yeah.
out. Bring your babies again because Stella, your firstborn, is like my dream child. She's adorable. Like she's so beautiful, honestly.
Thank you.
So
She's the
thank
most
you.
beautiful thing
Say
in
hi
the
to
world.
your wife too, to China. So hi.
Definitely. China,
We
hi daw sabi ni Rico at saka ni Carla. Ay, si Rico lang pala.
fan kami ng click. I know. Like
Thanks,
you.
Kian.
Thank you,
Take
Carla. Thank you,
care.
Rico. Thank you, RX. And keep safe, you guys.
Keep safe, man. There you have it, ladies and
Bye.
gentlemen. For those that are tuning in, thank you very much for taking time to tune in. Kean Cipriano joining us. A lot of things to learn. So, as
Yeah.
far as growing up, fatherhood, transitioning, and still looking cool while you're
I
doing
know. He's so chill. He's such a
it.
chill guy. Despite everything, he's like, go with the flow. If the inspiration's there, it's there. If it's not, it's not. I mean, that's great advice in and of itself because sometimes we're so pressured to be so productive, right? And so on it and like, yeah, gonna do all these things. Sometimes it's good to just take it easy and chill out. So, yeah. Thank you, Monsters, for joining us. We hope you enjoyed the show, this little segment. Of course, the show continues on till 1. But yeah, I loved it. I had a good time.
Great stuff from Kian. Thank you, Kian, OC Records, and everybody that's part of it. Do vote for their song. And if you want to hear the Mimiya, do vote for it, and we get it in here at the Monster, right? Till then, for Facebook, he is Karla Aguas.
He's Rico Robles live.
On there, we continue.